Listen, before I press play, I need everybody to drop in the comments and give me your rawest opinion of this episode, because Marvin had me to the edge of my seat, like, whoa. Okay, and if you were at the edge of your seat, like, whoa, and you felt some type of way about Marvin, handling Kanan, or Kanan being this tough guy and finally gets what he deserves, drop a comment below. Let's read the room together, y'all. All right, roomies. So the first episode starts out with Marvin and Rock at the club talking. They're chopping it up. They're talking about Flossie and their plans for Kanan. Well, Rock is really stuck on her plans for Kanan. Like, she got it out. She's like, you know what, Pino is right. I gotta check this nigga. I gotta make sure, he knows that not only am I your mother, but also I run this. Whether I'm in Queens, Brooklyn, wherever, the whole 5 boroughs, nigga, like, you're under me. Which I would say is right. Like, that's just too weird that it's a mother and a son and y'all are not kind of like together. Y'all are kind of like head and head. You know what I mean? So anyway, however, let's get back to reading the room with Marvin. And so Rock is basically like, oh, I think you need to be pushing up on Flossie more, because I think Flossie is feeling you, basically. And Marvin, with his dumb self, he always got to make these different looks in his head, and he's a hothead, so he always got to make these stupid looks. Like, why does Marvin always have to look like this? Look at him. He just looks like a little kid who gets in trouble, and they're like, I'm mad. Like, you take away their Legos or something, and they're just like so angry, and they're like, I'm mad, I'm upset. Like, it's so cute. Anyway, though, we move on to the next scene. This guy will not leave Juke alone. Like, he's basically like stalking her. If you ask me, he got a little hard on for Juke, because he just keep following her around. And when Juke makes that face, you already know that she is definitely not with the shit. She's ready to like get you up out of here, because she's looking like, all right, now you trying to muscle me. Now you kind of trying to like, you trying to play me, and she's not feeling that. So I definitely fucks with her for that part. She's making it known to, to her dad that, listen, that cop, he's sitting here keep making all these rules about what I should do and what I gotta do, but what he needs to do is be worried about me. And I think that's where Marvin is just like, oh Lord, my daughter is not nothing to fuck with. So anyway, Kanan meets up with Stefano again, and Stefano's kind of getting on my nerves. I don't know about you guys, but what do you think about Stefano? Like, Stefano just keeps going from like person to person. First he talks to Kanan. He's trying to get in Kanan's ear about his mom still, and you can see that Kanan is definitely over it. He like, bruh, what's up? Why you keep like, I'm not worried about my mom's. You worried about my mom's, and she in a whole different borough doing some whole other shit. She tried to kill you. It's over now. Like, what's going on? You ain't get your lick back. You trying to get other niggas to get your lick back for you. You know what I'm saying? On some Dirk shit. Like, sorry, I love Dirk. No offense. But I'm just saying, like, why he going from man to man, you know what I'm saying, trying to get to Rock. And it's wild. It's crazy. So anyway, Kanan brushes him off, so now he moves on to what's this other guy named Breeze. My bad, y'all. Breeze. So Stefano catches up with Breeze. They're chopping it up. They're talking. He's trying to get into his head. So basically he's really trying to get everybody to turn against Rock. He's trying to start a whole like kind of war thing going on, and he's trying to get everybody to be against Rock. So them to be kind of trying to turn Kanan, or not them, sorry, for Stefano to be trying to turn Kanan and against Rock, knowing that's his mom's, is very conniving to me. It's very conniving to me, because once he does that, and if Kanan takes the bait and is like, yeah, fuck my mom's, whatever, and does something to kind of like knock Rock off the map. Do you know what Stefano is gonna do with you? You think they're gonna continue working with you and continue trusting you? And no, they're gonna listen. This is definitely chess They playing, not checkers. And I don't think Kanan is really ready for like the moves that they're making on this chessboard, to be honest. But anyway, Roomies, let's keep reading. Rock meets up with the guy in Manhattan. She meets up with the Spanish guy. I think his name is Guahim or something like that. Is it Guahim? Guahim. However you say it. Wahim or Wahim. I don't even know where they get this crazy name from for this guy, because it don't even to me it don't even really match, but whatever. However, she's talking to him and he's just like, you need to watch your back. And she's like, oh, you need to watch your back too. So what do you guys think about like the way Rock is moving? Because she's kind of moving like a one-man army. Like, she not really caring about her allies at this point, I'm going to say, ever since she started fucking Latino. And I think that this cop, like I stated earlier, that look that Juke gives, see, the cop think he know everything. He think that he's, you know, she's young, you know, she's not really kind of like her older family members and whatnot. So he's kind of trying to swindle Juke and everything like that. But at the same time, Juke is very smart. And see, what he don't know is that Juke is a killer. Like, what he don't know is that Juke will kill him. You know what I mean? She will him real fast. So when she's like talking to Marvin after the cop leaves, she's like telling Marvin, like, listen, he better be worried about me. Like, he came here, he's threatening me, and he's doing all of this, and he needs to be worried about me, really. So, moving right along, Raising Kanan, they show up to see this fat boy somehow in the episode or whatever, and they jump him, and this is kind of like making their bond a little closer and what have you. I just really wish that Kanan would open his eyes to this boy Breeze, because he is, like I said before, playing chess with him. And I think that he's kind of starting to realize, meaning Kanan, I think he's kind of starting to realize, like, wait, because everybody is kind of comparing him to Taz, and I don't think he liked that too much. Like, so he's kind of like, I didn't come here to replace Taz. Like, I'm a boss. Like, I came here to let y'all niggas know that if it ain't Breeze, it's me. You know what I mean? So I think that there's some confusion happening somewhere along the way. Breeze and Kanan going on a little date, right? And he's getting into his head. They're discussing something personal. Breeze just keeps bringing up like them having the same dad and stuff like that, which I don't really trust Breeze. I know for a fact, because if y'all think back, and I think it was an episode or two before, where he was talking to Pops and you know, the two older dealers. He was talking to them, Snaps and Pops. What are their names? Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. I be forgetting these. It's too many little Crackle, Fruity, Pebble. It's a whole bunch of nicknames going on here. We got Breeze, Sunrise. We got Ocean. I don't know. Okay, so however, he's like bringing them up, and he's talking about how they didn't like Rock for a while, and you know how they kind of like want her out of here. She killed his pops or whatever, and how, you know, they really just hate her. So I think that Breeze is really like just using them, like them being brothers and things like that, to kind of like just get on his side, kind of like pull a sheet over his eyes, like, you know what I mean? So in the last few scenes, we got Juke actually goes to see Kanan. She finally gets to go see Kanan. She lets him know that she lets him know some details about Fame's death, which, you know, Kanan is acting real nonchalant, like he don't give a shit, you know, as he's been doing for a while now, not caring about anything or anyone but himself. But do you guys think that he should have more concern for what's happened to Fame, or do you think that ship has sailed and he just has bigger fish to fry at this point now? I mean, let me know, Roomies, in the comments. Let me know. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just like, girl, read the room. He does not care about what happened to Fame or anybody else at this point. He's just worried about moving forward. Not even the girlfriend. He doesn't even care about the girlfriend that got killed. Remember, the girlfriend got killed? He don't even bring that up anymore. Like, he's just this cold, like thing, especially ever since he killed Lou, right? And we're gonna get into that because now in this scene we hear Marvin banging and banging, and he comes in and he wails on Kanan. He starts whipping that ass, old school whoop. Okay, and what do you guys think? Should Marvin have taken a different approach and finding out that Kanan killed his brother, killed his uncle, killed Lou, and everything? Or because it was the way that Rock just threw it out there. Like, you know what I mean? She was just in so much rage and everything. It's very strategic the way she threw it out there. And she knew that Marvin was going to go over there and he was going to do some damage to Kanan, right? Now, do you guys think that Marvin should have taken a different approach, or did Kanan have that coming? Did he deserve that ass whooping? Because in my opinion, I feel like, that ass whooping was definitely well deserved, right? But at the same time, he is so lucky that Juke was there to save his ass. Roomies, drop down in the comments below and let me know if you think Juke was not there. Do you think Marvin would have, clipped Kanan? Do you think he would have done him off? Do you think he would have did it with no hesitation? Do you think it's the reason, like, Juke being there is the reason that Kanan is still alive? Because Marvin was so heated. He was so heated, And, Marvin just tells Juke, Kanan is the one that did it. Kanan is the one who killed your uncle, Lou. So you're sitting here protecting this nigga, and he's the one who killed your uncle and lied to us, lied to my face, lied to your face, lied to everyone's face about what happened. No remorse, no nothing. Oh man, roomies, I can't wait for the next episode to come on. I cannot wait. We definitely have to revisit. We have to revisit, guys. Make sure you come back. Make sure you tune back in for the next episode and review and reaction of the next episode of Raising Kanan. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction today. It was my very first reaction, and there's going to be so much more to come on Read the Room TV with Priccy D. I'm Priccy D. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm out.